this is Dr. Jeanette Raymond, psychologist, psychotherapist, and relationship expert, here with the second in my series about why triangles in relationships are so common and how they work. So the kind of triangle I'm going to talk to you about today is a mom, two kids, and a dad. So imagine now there's four in the family, but dad travels a lot in his business, and when he's away, mom and the two kids form a unit. They're a great triangle. They do think together, work together, do everything together, and dad is the one that's left out. So when he comes back from his travels, he goes away, at least once or twice a week, and he comes back and he has to find a way to get into the triangle. And the way that he does it is going to determine how the marriage works, how the co-parenting works, and how each one in the foursome feels important, cared for, vital, and so on. So imagine now dad comes back off a travel trip. Kids run to him at the door. He loves them. They're jumping up and down, playing with each other, sit down and talk, get in a huddle. And then mom is left out. So think about how she's going to feel. You left me alone with them all this time. Now you come back and you just take over? That's not very good. So she starts poking at him and criticizing him and, trying to find a way back in so that she doesn't feel like she's lost the kids and isolated from the family. And so the tension grows, the children feel uncomfortable, the children start to talk about how they would please their parents, how they can share themselves out. One goes to one, the other goes to the other parent, and it's all messed up. And at the end of the night, mom and dad are not comfortable. They can't talk. They can't show affection because they're just filled up with tension and anxiety, trying to fight about who gets to fit in that triangle and who's left out. So let's take another example of the same family when all four of them are there at the weekend. So now how are the triangles going to form here? Well, one of the triangles that I'm sure you're very familiar with is the kids wanting to play mom and dad one off against the other. So one kid might say, I want to go to a movie. The other one says, no, I want to play with my Legos at home. One parent sides with the child wanting to play Legos. Okay, let's stay home and play Legos. The other parent sides with the child who wants to go to the movie. No, we should go to the movie. And so the child who wanted to play Legos feels so bad. He wants to be with his dad, who he doesn't see very often. So he goes towards the sibling who wants to go with the movie and dad, and mom is left out again. Or it could be in another time over the weekend. Mom wants to take the kids, dad wants to take the kids to a restaurant, and mom wants to come along, and they all go. And then there's tension between the youngest child wanting mom and dad's attention and playing up and getting it, and the older child is left out. How are they going to find their way back in the triangle? They can have a tantrum, they can run away and cause concern, but whatever way it's done, it will unite the parents and leave the younger child out, and the older child will get all the attention. So later in the day, the younger child decides he didn't get enough attention, so he starts pretending he's sick, he doesn't want to go anywhere, he doesn't feel well, his tummy hurts. Parents get connected again and take care of the little child, and the older one feels isolated and abandoned and makes a mess of his room. So in this family, basically, the parents have not created a marital bond that is strong. They're not the grown-ups, and they're not taking joint adult responsibility. They need to come first. There's a hierarchy, and the kids next. Not power struggles between parent and child, or the two children against the parents, or one child and one parent against the other child and the other parent. So in this family, there's a complete boundaryless experience of connection. And there always has to be a gathering of some against somebody else to get attention. They don't know how to make room for all four because the parental couple have not created a good enough safety, security, consistency, and reliability in their own relationship in order to give it to their kids. So they use their kids to kind of fight their own battles. And this is a situation in which family therapy would be really important so that the family get to see and understand what's going on in all four of the members of the family and not just one or two, and learn to express it in words, learn to be interested. But most of all, the family therapy would focus on creating a strong parental adult bond where they feel cared for by each other, they feel supported, they have room for each other, they listen to each other's points of view, they take on joint parental roles, but also different parental roles when dad is absent in his business and mom is at home. They have to learn to be flexible and transition from one to the other, and that's very, very difficult. So this is a situation in which lots of different triangles occur, but pushing someone out in this family creates turmoil, disturbance, and great anxiety about the family stick-togetherness. And that's why it's not healthy. So working at the family level and at the couple level will enable this family to avoid the unhealthy, disruptive, and anxiety-provoking triangles that basically are caused by mom and dad not having sufficient strong couple experiences and making room for one another. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have anything got stirred up for you in this particular video, that you recognize something in your own or someone else's family that you know and want to share your experiences. I'd love to hear from you. And I look forward to seeing you on Triangles number 3 next week.